Hi, this is Camille with Positive Futures Dog Training and Behavior. Today I have puppy Alfie here with me. We're going to play the cookie toss game. Now the cookie toss game is a great game to build attention for our dogs, especially uncute attention where our dogs offer eye contact without us having to ask for it, especially when we're outside in distracting environments. So let's get started. Now here we have puppy Alfie. We're gonna play the cookie toss game. So to start the game, I'm just going to drop a treat on the ground close to her. I'm going to let her find it. And as soon as she looks back in my direction, I'm going to mark by saying yes and toss another treat close to her. Now the purpose of this is to teach our dogs that redirecting towards the handler is a good thing because we get cookies for it. Yes! And I'm trying not to say anything in between. I'm really letting her think through it. I don't want to keep nagging her by making weird sounds or calling her name. I just want her to figure out, yes, that, oh, hey, if I look up at this person, food appears. Yes! And so in the beginning of the game, you want to make it pretty obvious where the treat goes, yes! So they find it pretty quickly. So you can do repetitions pretty fast in a row. And if your dog engages with something else, yes, that's fine. Again, I'm just going to wait for her to look in my direction and mark that. Yes. The whole point is for her to figure out that even though there's stuff around, yes, engaging with me is still the most valuable thing for her because she gets cookies for it. Yes. And as my dog gets better with the game, then I can start adding a little bit more of distance and toss the treat a bit further away and move away myself. So that we're starting to work on, now she has to look at me and travel towards me to get the next treat. Those treats are hard to find. Yes, good girl! Yes, good girl! Girl. Yes, good girl. And that's exactly what I'm looking for. How much more speed she has, turning around and looking at me when I'm moving around. As soon as she's done finding the treat, she focuses back on me very quickly when we find it. So again, this game, the cookie toss game, is a great game to build that nice, uncute eye contact and reward our dogs for looking at us in multiple environments. This is my favorite game to play with dogs before I start loose leash walking. It's a great way to get them focused when you go outside. It's also a great foundation skill for off-leash behaviors because when our dogs are off-leash, we do want them to naturally check in with us pretty often without having to constantly tell them, hey, look at me, here, look at me, look at me. We want them to make those decisions on their own. Good job. And same thing with loose leash walking, we want them to be able to check in with us as they're walking and pay attention to us without constantly having to call their name, say their name, put the food in front of their mouth or anything like that to get their attention. We want them to do it on their own. And so the cookie toss game is a perfect game for that.
If you'd like some more assistance on working on attention outdoors, we think you might like this video.